tethered and my rage knows no bounds!
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Yes, we are. Welcome, everyone, to the first ever Monday Night Misery. This is the Just End the Suffering Jets podcast presented by presented by No Credentials Required in association with Belly Up Sports. My name is Ryan McCarthy. I'm one of the hosts of the program. Just Embrace the Suffering. My co-host is currently out of town. He's headed up to the Northeast as we speak, not to where I am, but towards the Mid-Atlantic region. So he's on the road. So I decided, you know what? Let's do a live reaction to tonight's Jets game between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome everyone in. We're on my personal Twitter, excuse me, which is at whoisRyanMCC. And on the No Credentials Required YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind, before we get things started, give us some love on social media. Give us some love on social media. Let's go ahead and follow No Credentials Required on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just search for No Credentials Required. You can also check out our other podcasts and written articles at bellyupsports.com. On the podcast side, you can subscribe to No Credentials Required on your favorite podcast platform, which includes Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, iHeart, TuneIn, Pandora, our YouTube channel, and on Podbean, which is our host. And hit that notification bell on our No Credentials Required Twitter and on YouTube, so you know when the show goes live, when this show goes live, which is a YouTube exclusive on our YouTube channel for No Credentials Required. Leave a comment in the comments section, either on my Twitter or on the No Credentials Required YouTube channel. So before we get into everything, I did put up a poll on the No Credentials Required side about who's going to win tonight's game, and I got it right here. It's either Jets or the Dolphins. Let's get some engagement. Let's get some engagement going. Hit that notification. Hit that the result of your poll. Let me know who in the chat or in the poll who you think is going to win tonight's game. I got some ground rules to cover though before we get into everything. Game starts in about 7 minutes, so I'm not going to broadcast the stream for the New York Jets game on here because it's illegal. I can't do that. I'll get banned both on Twitter and on YouTube. But I have some ground rules during the show, during this live react, and I'm hoping you show some love again. Subscribe. We're at 413 subscribers on YouTube. We want to keep going. We want to get more numbers. We want to hit that 500, that magical 500 number. Get those numbers in, get those views in, so we can get monetized. Let's go over some ground rules for this stream. So first off, yes, and that is me. I made a cartoon of myself. Let's get some ground rules. No spoilers, please. I'm on Fubo. I have a Fubo subscription, so I am 30 to 60 seconds behind compared to normal satellite cable. So please, no spoilers in the chat. No, rule number 2, please be cordial in the chat, regardless of who you're rooting for. Trolls and spammers will be booted, like this guy I'm about to boot. And there we go. Just like somebody just booted who's spamming. And rule number 3, let's have some fun. Keys to the game for the New York Jets. Offense, establish a run. The Miami Dolphins are 29th in the NFL in rush yards allowed. Create explosive plays. Currently, the New York Jets, the longest plays from scrimmage they have so far are from 33 yards. They're by Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. And they were both in game 1 in Pittsburgh, against Pittsburgh. On defense, make Tua Tagovailoa's life miserable in the backfield. Rush him. Make sure you take his first pass option away. sack him, hit him, do whatever it takes to get him out of rhythm. Also stop the run, cause turnovers. And this is and I see here, this is the ninth. The Jets and the Dolphins are the 9th and 10th teams in NFL history since 1933 to start the season 0-3 with no turnovers each. And also on defense, limit penalties. I'm talking to you, Michael Clemens. Talking to you. Let's talk about keys to the game for the Dolphins. See Jets game plan, except the Jets are 26th against the run, and the Dolphins' biggest play is from 47 yards. Let's go over some notable Monday Night Football games between the Jets and the Dolphins in history. They've played 13 times. The Jets lead the all-time series 7-6. 1985, Jets beat the Dolphins 23-7. Running back Freeman McNeil, he rushes for 173 yards. 1986, Dolphins beat the Jets 45-3. Dan Marino passes for 288 yards. And that infamous Monday Night Football game from 2000, also known as the Monday Night Miracle, to many is considered the greatest Monday Night Football game ever, as the Jets come back from 30-7 down in the fourth quarter to win 40-37 in overtime. All-time series between these two teams. This is the 60th year of the rivalry. In the 120th meeting, Dolphins lead the series 61-57-1, including the playoffs. The only tie was a 28-28 tie in 1981. And the most recent game between these two teams, the Jets beat the Dolphins in Week 18 last year, 32-20, in what would be quarterback Aaron Rodgers' last game as a New York Jet. Jets Monday Night Football all-time record, they're 24-38 on Monday Night Football all-time. Their last win was on September 11th, 2023, a 22-16 overtime win over Buffalo. We all know what happened in that game. 4 plays in. As I mentioned, all-time against Miami, they're 7-6. In their last 10 games on Monday Night Football, the Jets are 2-8. In their last appearance on Monday Night Football, the Jets appeared in Week 6 of the 2024 season. It was a 23-20 loss against Buffalo at home. For the Jets, they're inactive for tonight. Jermaine Johnson, he's out with an ankle injury, as is newly acquired Jarvis Brownlee Jr. He also has an ankle injury. And running back Kenny Ngwagnu, he's out with a hamstring injury. Tyler Johnson, Jelani Woods, Esa Pole, and Leonard Taylor III, they were all scratches for tonight. So we're going to get things started in just a moment. Some comments in the comment section already from Jersey G. Jersey G taking it. Hey, how's it going, Jersey G? My brother's a Jets fan, so naturally when I was 12, I needed a different starter jacket, so I picked the Dolphins. Since my parents spent a lot of money on that, I owe it to them to root for the Dolphins. Boo! Boo! Just kidding, G. Thanks for joining me in the chat tonight. I appreciate it. We're about 2 minutes till the kickoff starts. So, yeah, again, let's have some fun, whether you're watching on Twitter, on my personal Twitter, which is @WhoIsRyanMCC, or you're watching on the No Credentials Required YouTube channel. The OG show for No Credentials Required is tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern. We got Snowman checking in saying, hey, what's going on, Snowman? Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate you. And we're going to get things started as soon as the ball kicks off. We're about a minute to kick off. And the weather looks pretty good. I look at the forecast, and there's some showers and thunderstorms that rolled through the Miami region during the day, excuse me. So the weather looks good. It looks clear. Aaron Glenn, first year as head coach, 0-3 start. Spent his last 4 seasons as the Lions defensive coordinator. So he joins the Jets in his first season as a New York Jet. Get to get his first win. And I noted on my Twitter account this morning, how many games it took every single Jets head coach to get their first win. And the coach who had to wait the longest was Adam Gase in 2019, when he had to wait till Week 6 against the Cowboys to get his first win as New York Jets head coach. Something's going on here. we see Aaron Glenn dapping up Fields, and I wonder what's going on. If they elected to defer, they wouldn't toss. If they deferred, We'll find out in just a moment. I don't have the sound on again. I'm not broadcasting the game on here on I'm on StreamYard because it's Snowman, JETSWTFLOL. All right, listen, Snowman, you're just got some problems, man. Particularly with our former head coach and your DC. First it's receipts, then it's legal legal sign stealing, and threatening to have the coach of the Jaguars taken off the face of the planet. All right, let's get things started, folks. I've got a beer, aptly. It is Hackensack Brewing. Oh, the pain. Because of course it is. And I got a cold brew because I'm recording a segment with my friend Tom Gazlowski from Levac and Gaz, and I got some iced tea. So we're going to get things started. Jets are kicking off, so they deferred to the second half. Let's get things going.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
All right, we're kicking off here. Dolphins taking it from their goal line, and it's going to be stopped right about the 34-yard line. So the Dolphins are wearing their newly christened NFL rivalry uniforms, which marketing ploy. I mean, some of them are kind of The Dolphins are kind of It's pretty much all black. The Cardinals one I really liked. I noted that on the No Credentials Required YouTube our podcast the other day. I was really impressed by the Cardinals uniform as Tagovailoa lines up in his shotgun. He's going to hand it off to his running back, and it's stopped for a 2-yard gain. Achane with the carry, and it looks like Brandon Stevens got the tackle there, so it's nice. Achane, Ingold, Hill, Waddle, Waller, your offensive starters for the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, head coach. And then they'll show our offensive line in just a second. Patrick Paul, Jonas Sayanea. Sorry if I shot your name wrong. Aaron Brewer, Keon Smith, Larry Borum, second down and 7 from the 37-yard line. As we're getting shotgun snap once again. It's another handoff. And it's stuffed. Oh my God, Michael Clemens made a play. Oh my God. And he didn't get flagged for a penalty. Safe be praised. Michael Clemens got in on the tackle. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6, it looks like, for Miami inside their own 40. Or 3rd and 5, excuse me. They're actually a 54% completion, a 3rd down percentage. They lead the NFL, so they know it can convert on 3rd down. So 38-yard line, 3rd down and 5. Jets need to stop here. It looks like it's gonna be a passing play, and it is. Tagovailoa going back, and he finds a receiver. Of course he does, because their Jets can't cover tight end. And it looks like it's Darren Waller who made the catch. Yep, it's Darren Waller. Of course. Oh man. Of course, right up the middle. Yep, right up the middle. Barely any coverage. Who's covering him there? And it's Oliver. Oh boy. Not great. That's right. And thinking still, man, no spoilers in the chat, please. I established that already. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua's getting chased. Oh, what a hit. What a hit by Jamie Sherwood. Wow. Jets got pressure on Tua. And Jimmy Sherwood laid the hit stick on the receiver. Looks like it's Sanders, who's coming out of the backfield trying to make a play, trying to save his quarterback. He actually tripped. And it could have been a turnover. That could have been a turnover. It was Gordon, excuse me, who had the pass hit to him. 2nd down and 10. And it's a handoff and up the gut for a short gain. It looks like Sherwood was in that as they show the defensive starters: Will McDonald, Quinnen Williams, Harrison Phillips, Michael Clemens. You got Cam Jones getting the start, Kiko Maugoa, the rookie, and Jimmy Sherwood in the middle. At the secondary, Sauce Gardner, Andre Cisco, Tony Adams, and Brandon Stevens. So no Malachi Moore at safety, which is I thought they're going to try to get a start. All right, 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line for the Dolphins. And they're playing a soft zone coverage, which I can't stand because it leaves options. And that's why I hate that soft coverage that that Steve Wilkes employs, because Tyreek Hill gets open. And that's a first down for the Dolphins. Couldn't get pressure on Tua. And you got his first read. His first read was to Tyreek Hill. Soft coverage. Why are they playing soft coverage on 3rd and long? That's how you give up first downs. All right, 1st and 10, 36-yard line for the Dolphins. Tua's under center now, and he's going to find nobody. Looks like it's going to be a screenplay, and we got a flag. Was there a flag on the field? Was there a flag? Did I see a flag? I thought I saw a flag for an eligible man downfield, because it looks like it was going to be a screen, and I thought the left guard got up to ahead of the line of scrimmage, but it looks like it's going to be 2nd down. So I thought there would be a 5-yard penalty. I thought there would be a penalty there. Jets 34% of plays in press man. That's highest in the NFL. Yeah, let's not play press man. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua in shotgun snap, man in motion, and it gets over to his receiver. It's Achane, who was the man in motion. That's a 7-yard gain, I think. And we got 3rd down. So yeah, Tua read that coverage. They were coming. They were coming. Jets were coming. They're gonna. Nobody's getting a hand up at the line to prevent that pass going back to Achane. But here we are, 3rd and 3. Nice. Brandon Stevens. Hey, Brandon Stevens doing something. All right. Jets hold on 3rd down. It looks like Tua was going for the quick slant into Waddle, and Brandon Stevens got a hand in there. Yep, got a hand in there. Stayed right with him. Good. This is what you want. All right, field goal attempt for Miami. And this is Riley Patterson going for his 3rd field goal of the year, 47-yard attempt. Let's see what happens. Maybe there's some magic. And it's good. No magic. All right, 3-0 Dolphins. Jets coming on the field. I'm going to take a quick commercial break because we got sponsors. The show ain't free, as our friend Dan Cruz from the Ton to BS podcast would say. So let me go ahead and play commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
I had to put that in there. I'm a Yankee fan. I had to put that in there. Because the Yankees are playing Boston, I think Wednesday or Thursday, maybe, or tomorrow. I can't remember what the exact day is. I'll do the real-time research here. MLB.com. Let's look at the schedule. Hey, let's get some people in the chat. Let's get some more chatter going in the YouTube chat. No spoilers, please. As I mentioned, those are part of the rules for this stream because I'm on Fubo and 30 seconds to 60 seconds behind on the stream compared to regular cable television. So I appreciate no spoilers. As Snowman mentioned, no spoilers, please. Yes, thank you very much. No spoilers in the chat. He also says the 49ers, we beat all the way up. LOL. Well, guess what? All right. Jets about to get the ball after surrendering 3 points in that first drive. Miami kicks the ball off. Jets get it in the end zone. Looks like it's going to be Isaiah Davis getting the return. And there's a flag already. I'm going to bet you it's on the Jets. I'm going to bet it's on the Jets. Anywho, come on. Come on, give me the penalty. They're conversing. Still conversing. What's the call? Come on. Tell me the call. Illegal block in the back, of course. Oh, it's declined. Okay. All right. So, chop. Oh, it's chop block. What did I say in the pre-show? Limit penalties. We've already got a chop block. Oh, God. My co-host Dustin's in the chat. So this game is better already with your dulcet tones. Thank you, Dustin. He says you think Brees will go off tonight. I really hope so. If they got a puncher's chance in this game, they got to get the run game going. Dolphins are 29th in the league in surrendering yards. So here we go. First down for the Jets. Inside, looks like their own 15-yard line. And we're going to hand off to Brees Hall. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get about 6 yards. 6 yards. So as my co-host will ask, do you think Brees will go off tonight? Yes, I have him. I actually have a parlay going. Jets with the points. Jets plus 2.5. The over 44.5. I got Brees Hall scoring a touchdown, and I got Mason Taylor scoring a touchdown. $5 bet gets me $170+, which is nice. So, all right, second down and 4 from the 19-yard line for the Jets. Fields is under center. Looks like we're swapping personnel, and Davis is in the backfield. He's going to get Allen's in the backfield. Ooh, he's going to get first down and more. Wow, nice run. That's 10 yards. That's a 10-yard carry for Isaiah Davis. Looks like they're going to be swapping personnel. All right, Jets offense. Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Josh Reynolds, and Jeremy Ruckert. And Justin Fields is quarterback. Olu Fashanu, John Simpson, Josh Myers, Joe Timpton, and Armand Membu as your offensive line. First down for the Jets. Fields goes back to pass. Looking around, looking for a man. He's going to blow out of the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to run. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks like for about a 5 or 6 yard gain. That's nice. It's a nice chunk of yards. Nice pocket awareness to get out of the pocket. Like to see a lot more of that, unlike the Buffalo Bills game where he just stood in the pocket and got scared and either overthrew his man or just wound up in the dirt. So second down, Justin Fields, 2,606 rushing yards, 4th among quarterbacks in the NFL since 2021. Second down and 4. Shotgun formation. It's a handoff to Brees Hall. He's going to take it to the 40-yard line. It's a first down. Nice going. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, Dolphins defense. Chop Robinson, Zach Seiler, Benito Jones, and Bradley Chubb. That's your offensive line. They're running a 4-3 scheme. Play callers, Anthony Weaver. Fun fact, Anthony Weaver graduated from Saratoga High School. Tyrell Dodson, Jordan Brooks, Jalen Phillips are your linebackers. And in the secondary, you got Rasul Douglas, Minka Fitzpatrick, Ashton Davis, former Jet, and Jack Jones, formerly of I think it was the Jaguars. All right, first and 10, 40-yard line, just outside the 40-yard line, as Fields goes in the shotgun snap. He's going back to pass. He's got a man. It's Brees Hall. Brees Hall with a nice catch. Nice catch for Brees. That's about a 6-yard gain. So we're going to get second down and short. It looks like he's coming up limping, as that pass was pretty high. Looks like he took a lick or he fell down awkwardly. He's coming up. He's limping a little bit. He's telling the trainer something. That's not a good sign. All right, 2nd and 5. 45-yard line for the Jets. Fields under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Braylon Allen, who gets a big gain. Big gain. He's still driving. That's a healthy gain, Braylon Allen. First down. That's a run of at least 15, maybe 20 yards there. You got John Beck in there, and you got Tippmann pulling, and you got Beck covering the linebacker, and creates a nice little hole that Allen just seeps through, and he gets himself 5, 10, 15. That's got at least a 20-yard run. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets inside the Dolphins territory now at the 40-yard line, and Fields is under center. Looks like Brees Hall's back in the game. That's a good sign. It's a play action. He stays in the block, and Fields is going to run, slide. There you go. Well done. That's 14 yards. This is the drive I want to see. This is the first drive I wanted to see from the Jets. Efficient, clean. Fields is looking good. Nice little run there. At least that's a 20-yard gain. That's a 19-yard gain. That's a 19-yard gain there. So Jets getting big chunk plays. Got 60 yards rushing on this drive already. That's 10 yards per rush. I like to see that. 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Just outside the red zone. Fields is in shotgun formation. He's going to keep it in an RPO. Nicely done. That's about a 4-yard gain. Nice 4-yard gain on a nice RPO play. Like to see that. Hey, Desi's in it. Looks like Desi's in the chat. Yeah, Desi's in the chat. Hey, there she is. Desi, our resident Alabama in the chat. Alabama in the chat. Get to more of your comments in just a second, as we've got a 2nd down and 6 inside Dolphins 20 at the 16-yard line. And that's not. I didn't fart. That was my phone. Click on the 1, and it's a handoff, and it's Braylon Allen again. Not a big gain. So it gets to the line of scrimmage. Then we got our first 3rd down for the Jets. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at Tanner Amstrand. Was a graduate assistant with San Diego and with Jim Harbaugh. Was an offensive analyst at Michigan. Offensive assistant coach for the Lions, and now the offensive coordinator for Aaron Glenn's New York Jets. We'll get to more of your chat in just a second, guys. It's a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 for the Jets, as we're approaching 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. On a long, lengthy drive for the Jets. They're 31st in the league in 3rd down conversions. Looks like they got a 1st down conversion. That's a 1st down. That is Isaiah Davis. That's Isaiah Davis with the carry. They're cycling in all the running backs. We had a nice little shotgun snap, the shotgun play here. It looks like it's going to be a RPO play, and they went with the run option here. So, job well done by Isaiah Davis to recognize. Ooh, he got tripped. 10 plays, 75 yards at 6:25 and rolling for the New York Jets here on this opening drive, as we're going to the 1st down and 10 of the 11-yard line. And Fields is under center. Looks like a jumbo package here. I wonder if we're going to get a play action. Oh, timeout. Looks like it's timeout. Yeah, no, play a game. Guys, limit penalties. I said that at the top of the pregame. Limit penalties. I've got 2 already. My goodness. Spencer's in the chat. Says, my poor Vikings. I don't know if a Super Bowl appearance is happening in the next 2 to 3 years like I was expecting. Yep. That's the Vikings. All right. 1st and 14 for the Jets, as Justin Fields looks. Can't find anybody. He's going to run as a flag. I bet it's holding. because of course it is. All right, what's going on here? Block in the back. Oh, no, it's offensive. Little hints to the face. Not sure who. Oh, yep. Jalen Phillips on Armand Membu. He got his hands in the face and he knocked off his helmet. So little hands to the face. We got half distance to the goal. It's a first down for the Jets. First and goal. Here we go. This is a nice drive to start the game. I like this. More of this. This is just like the first week. Just like week 1 against Pittsburgh. Nice lengthy drive to start the game. All right, first and goal at the 11. Fields is going to hand off to Breece Hall, and it gets to the 7-yard line. It's a nice little chunk of change there. So second and goal. Tackle by Dodson. Dustin saying, I dig these Dolphins unis. Shush. Desi saying, roll tide rolled. They rolled over them dogs on Saturday. All right, here we go. Second down and goal for the Jets at the Miami 6-yard line. Justin Fields in shotgun snap. He looks like a Braylon Allen to the side of him. Looks like it's going to be a run play again. Sure shooting outside. That's touchdown! No fumble! No! No! Oh, that's a drive killer. Micah Fitzpatrick with the recovery. Dang it. Ball got punched out by of course it's Ashton Davis. Of course. It was punched out right the 1-yard line by Jack Jones. It sucks. Because that looks like a touchdown. That stinks. That stinks. Yeah, Desi. Minka's a Bama boy. Okay. All right. You're supposed to be rooting for my team. I don't care if he's from Bama. He's my team. You're supposed to join the suffering with me. Man. All right. What we got here? Dustin's asking if I'm enjoying a beverage tonight. Yes, Dustin, I am. I'm enjoying Hackensack Brewing. Oh, the pain. It's in Mets colors, appropriately enough, which is funny. Because I bought this back in June when I was in New Jersey. So I've also got an iced tea. Also got a cold brew because I'll be doing a segment with our guy, friend of the show, Tom Gazlowski from Levac and Gaz after this show. And Dustin and Snowman saying, ouch, just plain ouch. Yeah, ball security. And actually, that was the first turnover of the year for the Miami Dolphins because before this game, the Miami Dolphins had no turnovers. It caused no turnovers before this game. And now the Jets are the only team in the NFL without a turnover. And Dustin says he's gonna grab an Oktoberfest. Yeah. I mean, this is a double IPA, so this will be the only beer I drink tonight because I want to stay. I'm working tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, so all right. Let's take a quick commercial break as the ESPN does. So let's get a quick word from our sponsor here. So stay tuned. This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Oh, I just realized I didn't put myself on camera. All right, 2nd and 9. Dolphins at their own 5. See what the Jets can do here. And it's a first down for the Dolphins. Yeah, Eli, that was rough. And there's a link. There's a link for Invader Coffee. We're an affiliate. We're an affiliate of Invader Coffee. We don't have a promo code. Although if you use promo code BellyUp at checkout, you get 15% off your order. I got some great coffees. I got a bag of their new coffee coming very, very soon. So, and no, Spencer, you cannot do fake spoilers. Please, no, please don't give me a heart attack. I don't want to have a viral meltdown, please. No fake spoilers, no spoilers at all. Ridiculous. All right. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins, and they're going to run to the outside, and they're going to pick up 5 on that play. Looks like it's Achane again. Man, that's... And there's Mr. Dan Cruz in the chat saying, greetings, lads and lasses. We got some lasses in the chat tonight there, Mr. Cruz. Mike McDaniel, 4-2 record all-time against the Jets. Oh, hopefully it'll be 4-3 after tonight, but it doesn't look good right now. With approaching a minute left in the first quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. Another handoff up the middle now, and that's just good blocking. That's just good blocking by the Dolphins. I got to give credit where credit's due. Achane eating up the middle. We're going to flag. We've got a flag. I'm going to suspect it's probably holding. Let's just see here. Yep, holding on Miami. All right. Okay, it's 10 yards. Yep, holding on Miami. All right. That's the right call. He doesn't need to do it. It's 10 yards. The running backs run. Put myself on repeat here. Now you're going to see Patrick Paul engage right there, and then as he tries to slip, he's 5 yards from the run. All right. So I have sound a little bit. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 for the Dolphins. 15-yard line. Let's see what happens here. Tagovailoa back to pass. He's being pressured. Outside the zone. And it's Tyreek Hill, first down. This is what I was worried about. The Jets trying to pressure Tua. He gets outside the pocket. He finds his first man. First man is Tyreek. Who's covering Tyreek? Brandon Stevens is, of course he is. Yeah, he just got out. Yeah, Hill just outran Brandon Stevens, and Stevens let him get in a particular window, and Tua found him. All right, end of the first quarter. Dan saying I might do this with Seahawks truthfully. Again, no spoilers. No fake spoilers. Please, guys, come on. I beg of you, please, no fake spoilers. Because again, I don't want this to like be a viral moment where somebody does something fake, put something fake in the chat, and I go absolutely ballistic. All right, because I'm looking at everything in the chat. All right, quick commercial break. ESPN's on commercial break. First quarter's over. It's 3-0. Should be 7-3. 3-0 Dolphins. This is Monday Night Misery on No Credentials. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at BellyUp Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. All right, second quarter's underway. Dolphins 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Tagovailoa play action pass because, of course, and he finds Tyreek Hill on a crossing pattern, and he gets a big gain. This Jets defense is so susceptible to play action. They bite on everything. And everybody sees the handoff, the fake handoff. They're all going that way. And Tyreek Hill's just doing a simple crossing pattern. Nobody's covering him because everyone's expecting run. And they get a big gain. My goodness. All right, first down for the Dolphins inside Jets territory. 46-yard line. Tagovailoa. Oh, fumble. Oh, man. There's a loose ball and there's no Jets to ever be found. Oh, my goodness. Hey, my buddy Dan. Buddy Dan's in the chat. Look at these Jets. Green and white. Look at these Jets. The green and white. So much color. Many colors. The best you've ever seen before. You've never seen before. Do my best Donald J. Trump impression here. My best President Trump impression. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you joining me. Dustin saying, wouldn't the Jets have Sauce Spy Hill for the game? Wouldn't you think that too? But no. All right, second down. And Tagovailoa finds a receiver. And they get 4 yards on that. So it's third down coming up for the Dolphins. Peter Schrager's doing something. And Dustin saying, I'm not defensive coordinator, but I put my best corner on their wide receiver. Yeah, that's what you'd think. And Sauce has a history against Tyreek Hill. He has shut down Tyreek Hill in games. He has frustrated him to the point where Tyreek Hill has damn near punched him. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Dolphins, 46-yard line. And Jets are going to do something here. No blitz package, just trying to find up the middle. And Jalen Waddle. Michael Carter in coverage. Oh, boy. Here we go. This is where it starts, folks. This is where it starts. This is where the Jets fall apart. You got Michael Carter on Jalen Waddle, and of course, he just gets beat. He just gets beat with no safety help whatsoever. And big game on 3rd down. And they were even in man that time. They were even in man. And the first down, 15-yard gain. Oh, a little trickeration here for the Dolphins. And they're going to get about 8 yards on an end-around play here. Yeah, Jets are biting on everything that they try to – everything. It just seems like everything they try to run. Mike McDaniel is just – he's outsmarting – he's outsmarting Steve Wilkes right now, and Aaron Glenn for that matter. And look at that tackle, and it's just standing still. I mean, creative play there. Don't get me wrong, but Jets are biting on everything. All right, 2nd and 1 for the Dolphins. It's a handoff, and it's first down, 6-yard line. Oy vey. All right. Well, Steve Wilkes, 11 plays, 91 yards. It's a long, sustainable drive for the Dolphins, which is what they need to do against this Jets team. And I'm willing to. I reckon everything's in. It's just a lot of. Well, no, they've had more passing first downs than they had rushing first downs. So they're using the run to get the pass, and they're doing it well. All right. 1st and goal for the Dolphins, 6-yard line. It's a handoff. And it's a nice tackle. Andre Sisco with a tackle. That's very impressive. That's a loss. All right, the Jets can hold him to 3 here. Jets can hold him to 3. It's a drive they want to have. They want to just keep them to 3 or try to get a turnover here. Been on the field for way too long. This is going on a 7-minute drive. So Jets defense needs to get off the field. Need to get off the field. Here's Quinnen Williams, 2nd down and goal. 6-yard line, and it's a pass play. It's a pass play. Okay, well covered. It's well, all right, well done. I mean, it's a yard. They gained a yard, but they didn't get in the end zone. Credit for that. I mean, Michael Carter coming in on the corner. Coming in, looks like a corner blitz. There's a play action there, and the Jets didn't really bite on that. I mean, they did, but they didn't. All right, 3rd and goal. Excuse me. 3rd and goal for the Jets. Looks like it's a 4-yard line here. They need to do something here. Bunch set on the right side. Looks like they're going there. Nope. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Jamie and Sherwood with the pass deflection at the line. No. My best Akimbo Mutombo impression. It's like they were trying to all go the right side, left side there. Jimmy and Sherwood at the line saying, no. Rest in peace to Kimmy Mutombo. This is what this is bend don't break defense. Oh, they're going for it. 4th and goal, they're going for it. Dolphins are 2 of 5 4th down conversions this year. Need to stop. No! That's out. Touch what? He had 1 foot down. Only 1 foot. All right, we got to go to replay. There, of course, the tight end, Darren Waller. Tight ends always kill the Jets. All right, let's see this. Ball secure. 1. All right, it's a touchdown. Sauce just got mossed on that play. Yeah, it's Darren Waller. He's back in the NFL. 15 plays, 96 yards, 8 minutes, 40 seconds. Because defense can't get off the field. And this Jets defense can't get off the field. This is a kill. This is just, this is terrible. No, it's terrible. It's second quarter. Okay. We got to be positive here. I'm waiting for the first Dolphins fan to come in the chat. Well, aside from Jersey G. All right, my buddy Dan saying there's more Trump impressions. Jersey G, the Jets need Jets. Like the best Jets, so many Jets. Jersey needs Jets. Like Jersey, we've never seen before. Mexico will pay for those Jets. Oh, gosh. He also says, does this mean Trump will send immigration after us? Nah, we're good. We're good. Dustin says it's like the Kimbo's here with me. Does he saying, well, I'll be deported as Jets fans? Well, I feel like I want you to be deported right now. All right. ESPN's on commercial breaks. Like I said, that means I'll take a commercial break. I'll get myself some. I'm going to go hydrate. So stick around, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. right, looks like we're coming back. That's right, Desi. This music pops. It's good music. It's good music. It was actually our countdown music for a little bit, and tell you that more of that in a second as the Dolphins kick off, and it looks like it's going to be Isaiah Braylon Allen taking the ball back out for the Jets. 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. 10-0 Dolphins. Should be 7-3 Jets, but I digress. Yeah, Brandon Stevens did absolutely nothing. Could have passed. He had a chance to rush the pass. He had a chance to rush Tua. And we got, it looks like an injury timeout, and Braylon Allen's down. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. All right, let's go on commercial break. Yeah, so going back to that music. All right, going back to that music. I'm sorry, Desi. Going back to that music, I was just messaging somebody. Yeah, so we had a countdown back in the day for our show, and that music was in our countdown. So it would be about a minute to go before we actually went live. That was our countdown music. So yeah, it's great. It's great music. It's YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. Don't have to worry about the credit about crediting anybody. And well, not credit, but just the whole, copyright and whatnot. Let's see. Spencer saying, I think the whole experience would be really good if the Jets won because you'll be sharing in it. And if the Jets lost, it could be awkward. Well, I mean, we're the Jets. That's all I got to say. We're the Jets. And Dan saying, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McCarthy for president 2028. You don't want that. I don't have enough money to run for president. And I don't know if you'd want me as president. I mean, you might. I mean, just for entertainment value. And Jersey G saying, oh, that's sweet, Spencer. That would be a nice moment indeed. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time left to go in the game, but I know this Jets team. I know this Jets team wants to get behind in double digits. Mentally, it just seems like they check out. Hey, Dave's in the chat. My friend Dave. We're gonna have a wiener tonight. I unfortunately don't. I hope we have a winner. All right, Braylon Allen just walked off the field. Looks like he's got a lower body injury here. And are we having a discussion about a possible hip drop tackle? Oh! Oh, he got his knee got crunched. And McDaniel, you jerk. There's no fumble. Mike McDaniel's challenging the play to see if there's a fumble on the field. There's no fumble. He was down. I see him down with the helmet and the forearm. Yeah, he's down. Challenging on an injury. You schmuck. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. A pox on you and your house, Mike McDaniel, for challenging a play while a player's down. No, Dan, it's just me and you. Although I think Dave used to go. Dave, did you go to Terra Nova Church for a while? I'm not sure if you did. All right, first down for the Jets. Fields under center, 26-yard line, 9:15 remaining in the second quarter. And we got a handoff to Breece Hall. He's got a big gain. Big gain. Big gains. Let's go. Yeah. Breece. Mace. That's a great run. That's some great blocking up front. Mason Taylor with a nice block. Josh Reynolds with a nice block too. Nice sealing there. That's good seals. Those are good seals. Oh, okay, that's enough. First down for the Jets 49-yard line. 38 yards already rushing for Breece Hall. He's gonna get some more. He's got a few more yards there. That's another nice gain. Nice short gain. So, yeah, Dave, ties like kissing your sister. Absolutely. So Dan, just to let you know, we got people from all over the United States checking in, not just locally. So just got a heads up. Dustin saying, "Oh man, we got to clip that Breeze for the show." I mean, this might be a highlight. This might be a separate video. All right, 2nd down and 6 for the Jets. Fake the handoff. Justin Fields, run. Sack. It's a nice coverage sack right there. Gotta get credit where credit's due. Miami. All right, 3rd down and long. Oh man, yeah. I think I might just clip some of the show from this stream and make into a separate video, Dustin. Oh man, yeah, no blocking by the Jets there. All right, 3rd and 8. Jets are 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversion so far. Make it 2 for 2. Let's go. Make it 2 for 2. Fields back to pass. Nice blocking up front. There we go. Mason Taylor. That's first down. That's a first down. Nice play. Let's go, Mace. Mason Taylor, son of Jason Taylor, who played for both the Jets and the Dolphins. That's a good stretch. And he's in college, and since not college, you can keep going. Beautiful. Mason Taylor, 2 for 2. Jets 2 for 2 on 3rd downs. Nicely done. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Fields under center, 41-yard line of the Dolphins, back to pass. And it's a hold as a flag. It's going to be holding. That's going to be holding or illegal formation. And Dan's asking a question. Who's your favorite Jets player in the chat? Good question. Let's get some answers in that chat. It's an illegal shift for the Jets. 5 yards, 5-yard penalty. All right, we're going to replay the first down. Yeah, that play was all sorts of messed up. Somebody was lined up wrong for sure. All right, 1st and 15. Yeah, it's bunched up on the right side. There's no wide receiver on that side, and it looks like the tight end was covered up. All right, no, and lineman didn't declare. All right, 1st and 15. Ooh, got bunch formation on the left, twins on the right. Ooh, all right, get some positive yard. Okay, back to the line of scrimmage. All right, that's a busted play. Not great. I mean, it's not a loss. Does he saying Joe Namath? Of course, because Alabama. Dustin saying Wayne Corbett. These are favorite Jets players. Dan dropped a question in the chat. Corbett. Let's see. Dan saying Mark Gastineau, Mo Lewis, Vinny Testaverde. Spencer saying past Joe Namath, President Sauce Gardner. Were any of you alive? Oh, we got another flag. Were any of you alive for Joe Namath? I certainly wasn't. I think Joe Namath retired the year before I was born. I think his last year in the NFL was in 1976. All right, what's the flag all about? Ooh, neutral zone infraction for the Dolphins. Siler with the penalty. Neutral zone infraction. All right, it's a free 5 yards. All right. Jets with 105 rushing yards already. Woo. All right. 2nd down and 8 for the Jets. 39-yard line of the Dolphins. Isaiah Davis is in the game. False start. Here we go. Here come the penalties. Here come the flags. And Dan saying Namath played last in 1977 for the Rams. Yeah, that was the year I was born. That was the year I was born. Desi saying Chad Pennington was likable. Chad Pennington is likable. Dave, shut your mouth. Pass toss-up between Rodgers and Favre. Yeah, you would say that. All right, 2nd down for the Jets. 2nd and 13. Fields goes back to pass. Got a receiver, Garrett Wilson. He stays in bounds. Wow. He stayed in bounds and got an extra 3 yards. That's a great play by Garrett Wilson. If this results in a touchdown or a scoring play, a scoring drive of any kind, they're coming back to that play. That was an outstanding play by Garrett Wilson. Dave, shut your mouth. He's busting my chops because he's a Packers fan. He knows that Jets always try to get Packers former quarterbacks. All right, 3rd and 5. 36-yard line of the Dolphins. Get the playoff. There we go. Fields back to pass. We got flag. It's probably a holding call. And it's incomplete. Let's see what the call is. It's either one of two things, holding or defensive holding. Or illegal shift. Because Aaron Glenn's mad about some illegal shift. Oh, here we go. These illegal motion by Garrett Wilson declined. 4th down. These penalties are absolute killers. Absolute killers for the New York Jets. So he wasn't set before the play. I don't understand. NFL rules, man. They're just so unbelievable. All right, Jets going forward on 4th down. 4th and 5. 36-yard line. They need these 5. They're 5 of 8 on 4th down conversions this season. Fields goes back to pass. He's being rushed and he's going down. He loses the ball and Dolphins recover. Yep, here we go. Here we go. This is what happens, folks. This is what happens. Unbelievable. Yep. Yeah, it's a corner blitz. They brought corners. They brought a defensive scheme, and Fields got rushed, and ball pops loose. Oh, gosh. All right, we're going to commercial. This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek.
Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right. Unfortunately, we're back. All right. Dolphins start at the Jets' 43-yard line after that fourth down stop. And Tua's at shotguns, an end-around handoff, stopped by the Jets. Moiga coming, the rookie Moiga. Moigoa gets the stop. And they're replaying the unfortunate fourth down play. Garrett was double teamed. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Garrett was double teamed in that play. And he had nobody to throw to. And the Dolphins just sent a corner. They sent Jalen Phillips, and that's what happens. All right, second down for the Jets. Or second down for the Dolphins, excuse me. No gain on that last play. And Tua throws it to the sideline. He's got Tyreek Hill, but he gets a yard. Gets 1 yard. And it's third down. I probably got my brothers texting me. Nope, it's my dad. My dad's texting me. I don't know what he's saying. Mom's had enough. Mom has had enough. My mom has had enough of this game. She is changing the channel. And third down and 9 for the Dolphins here. Dolphins are 3 of 5 on third down conversions here. And third and 9 at the 42-yard line, which means it's going to be a first down, I bet. Oh, that's holding. That is holding. That's a hold. And yes, of course, they convert. Will McDonald gets dragged down on the ground. No flag. And Michael Carter's down. Oh, there it is. That's a hold. Okay. All right. Now I feel better. But I also feel bad because Michael Carter just got an injury. Ugh, gross. This is not good. So, Braylon Allen's already out with an injury. And Michael Carter's down. And a team that cannot afford to have any more injuries on defense. Looks like they're suffering another injury. All right, I'm going to take a commercial break. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, by the way, here's this PSA from my friend of the show, Wise El Jefe.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
All right, looks like we're coming back soon. Got some more people in the. We got chat is active. Thanks a lot, y'all. Julie from Michigan saying hi, y'all. Hey, Julie, congratulations to your Lions. By the way, Uncle Carter. What happened to Uncle Carter? I just saw on Jets video on SNY Jets. Looks like a shoulder injury for Michael Carter. Braylon Allen is out for the rest of the game. So, all right, third down and change for Miami. And it looks like it's going to be short. Back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's fourth down for Miami. So they got a situation where they're going to punt or they're going to go for a long field goal. And are they staying on the field? It's 4th and 10. And we're coming up to the 2-minute warning for the first half. Wow. We're barely an hour into this game. We're about to come up to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, that's right, Dave. It came from me. Oh, man. All right. Another commercial break. Back in just a moment.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order.
All right, so I just forgot to mention I don't have a pre-roll commercial just yet for Righteous Felon, but No Credentials Required is also an affiliate of Righteous Felon. You get 15% off your order with promo code NOCREDS at checkout. So we actually just got our first sale recently. So somebody ordered a whole bunch of jerky with our promo code. They got 15% off their order. So, all right, 2 minutes left in the first half. Dolphins punting. And it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds inside the 15 of Miami. Yeah. It's been that, things looked really good for the Jets from the get-go. And now they just seem to fall apart. They just seem to fall apart right now. So not looking great right now, but Dustin was the one. Dustin was the one who made that order and use a promo code BillCreds. Jersey G saying Righteous Felon jerky college student approved. Get some more. Get some more Jersey G. No creds. Promo code at checkout. All right, first down for the Jets at the 16-yard line of their own 16-yard line. Minute 52 remaining. First down. It's a run up the middle for Breece Hall. He gets about 4.5. So it'll be second down. Looks like the Jets are in no hurry in this game, and Aaron Glenn looking disappointed right now, as are we. Second down, Fields back to pass, finds Breece Hall, bobbles it, but gets the ball, and first down. First down at the 26-yard line. Moving them chains. I have not seen an explosive play yet out of this Jets offense. I want to see some explosions. All right, first down for the Jets. Breece Hall with another handoff. He's going to get the ball a lot for the rest of this game, I've got a feeling, with Braylon Allen being out of the lineup. So clock is running inside a minute of this first half, and the Jets are at the 37, 38-yard line of their own territory. So second down, Fields goes back to pass, and he's going to find Breece Hall. First down. Moving then chains. I believe they're taking a timeout. They got all three of their timeouts. So that's a good thing. And it's going to be first down. And Breece Hall looking absolutely pissed coming off the sidelines. Julie's saying, love to see Breece Hall come through for me. Yeah, me too. Me too. I got a nice 4-leg parlay going on DraftKings right now with the Jets plus 2.5, the over, Breece Hall with a touchdown, and Mason Taylor with a touchdown. So, it's only a couple of dollars. I mean, it's not nothing big. I'm not betting my rent. You don't want to do that. Dustin saying, got some jerky for my hike next week. That's awesome. There you go. Does he saying, get some jerky, guys, or else? I'm kidding. No. Nope. RighteousFelon.com. 15% off with promo code NOCREDS at checkout. And you help our show a little bit more with those orders. So again, we earned some commission on our first sale, which was done by our friend and our co-host, who he's also got an Extra Life fundraiser. He's fundraising for a local hospital for the Millie Duker Children's Hospital at Albany Med. He's doing a fundraiser November 8th. November 8th. He's going to try to play video games for 24 hours straight with some breaks in between. Before that, he's got a goal to raise some money for the Children's Hospital at Albany Medical Center. And you can donate right here. It's that link right here, extralife.org. Either copy paste that link or just search for Dustin Henry when you go to extra-life.org. You can also tune into his live stream on November 8th at twitch.tv/Eldostos67. You might see me playing some games. You might be seeing me play some Fall Guys, as I've done the last couple of years. All right, wild card baseball tomorrow. Tigers, Guardians, Padres, Cubs, Yankees, Red Sox, Yankees, Reds, Dodgers. And again, just gotta say this, because Yankees are playing Boston. Had to play this PSA from our friend of the show, Wise El Jefe.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
And Miami too. All right, first down for the Jets. 42-yard line, 46 seconds remaining in the first half, as Justin Fields, we got a flag already, which I bet we're going to have false start, of course. Score update, other NFL game going on, the Bengals and the Broncos. Bengals are up 3-0 on the Broncos with about 9:08 remaining. It's on ABC. Allen Lazard, first false start for Allen Lazard. 5 penalties, 31 yards for the Jets, 4 penalties, 30 yards for the Dolphins. I had said take the over in this game right now. If you took the under, good for you. First and 15 for the Jets, 32-yard line. And Dustin Fields goes back to pass. He's going to find Allen Lazard, who just committed that penalty. And he gets to about the 39.5-yard line. So 37 seconds remaining. Clock ticking. Come on, guys. Social emergency. Second down. Fields goes back to pass again. And he's going to just dunk it into the ground in Mason Taylor's. He's going to just put it at the feet of Mason Taylor because the pocket collapsed on him. Rather than running outside the pocket, he just decides to stand there like a statue, like Aaron Rodgers, and just dunk it at his receiver's feet. 3rd and 7. Average yards, it's third down. Jets are 2 of 3 on 3rd downs tonight. Average of 6 yards to go. So it's a 3rd and 7 at their own 39.5, 40-yard line. 23 seconds remaining in the first half. As Fields goes back to pass, finds his receiver. It's Garrett Wilson who's going to get out. He's going to elude some tacklers and get to the 49 of the Dolphins. And the Jets are going to take their second timeout with 17 seconds remaining. Nice play by Garrett Wilson to get that ball, elude some tacklers, and get inside Dolphins territory. So the Jets looking to get some points to at least end the first half on a good note because they get the ball first in the second half. Let me go to the chats real quick. As we see here, Desi saying Ryan should make a bet if you lose it to shave your head. A little late for that. Dave asking what's baseball. It's play with a ball and stick. 9-minute side. All right. Back to the chat in just a moment. Just got a first down at the Dolphins' 49-yard line with 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Shotgun snap. Runner in the back. Runner with Fields. Fields goes back to pass. He's going to find a receiver, and it's Isaiah Davis who gets out of bounds at the 45 with 10 seconds remaining. And Nick Folk, who was signed during training camp, he looks like he's warmed up to get a long field goal. But the clock is stopped with 10 seconds remaining, and 2nd and 6 from the Dolphins 45. Career long for Nick Folk, 56 yards. Kicked a field goal in 2024. On their screen. 2nd down and 6 for the Jets. 45-yard line of the Dolphins as Fields goes back to pass, and we've got stoppage in play. Looks going to be a timeout taken by Miami. And Miami just taking their second timeout with 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Dave asking what's baseball. Something that's not being played in Miami in October. Wise, we gotta have him on to discuss Jackson Dart. Absolutely. Julie asking, can we get one that says that but with Cleveland? I can make those arrangements. Desi saying that Wise's podcasts are really good. She's enjoyed listening in. Hey, Wise is a great guy. We love having him as a guest. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6, 45-yard line. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Justin Fields goes back to pass. He's got a lot of protection, and it's incomplete. Looks like he was trying to find Mason Taylor. We got a flag on the play. I don't suspect it's going to be on the Jets because the Dolphins had all their men dropping back, and it's illegal. It's a first down for the Jets. Illegal hands. That's holding. Yeah, Mason Taylor got held by Traylor there. And that's a 5-yard penalty, and they just got an automatic first down. That's a 10-yard penalty, excuse me. That's a 5-yard penalty. I'm sorry. 5 seconds left for the Jets. And at the 40-yard line of Miami. And Miami's going to take another timeout. Let's go to the chat real quick. Let's see here. Dave saying, "Oh, stickball." No, different one. Different play. Different game. Julie saying, "Get you somebody who loves you as much as Jerry Jones loves Jerry Jones." I just watched part 3 of the America's Team, The Gambler and his Cowboys. And we're actually just a little bit of foreshadowing here. Dustin and I are going to do our Thanksgiving show. We're going to talk about that documentary on Netflix. So, show announcement. All right, first down for the Jets. 40-yard line of Miami. 5 seconds left in the first half. Fields goes back to pass. Incomplete. And they're sending a field goal unit. So it looks like Fields was trying to find Mason Taylor, who dropped it. Almost went into the hands of Garrett Wilson, who couldn't hold on. And so we're going to get a long field goal attempt for Nick Folk, who is second among kickers with 408 made field goals in his career. Second. So it's a 58-yard attempt for Nick Folk to end the first half, and got it. Jets end the first half with points. We have points. We have points. Should have more points, but we have points. Nick Folk with the 58-yarder to end the first half. And at the end of the first half, it's Miami 10, New York Jets 3. The Jets get the ball first in the second half. And we're going to come back in just a brief moment. I got to use the men's room, and I'm not sure. Kitty George is interviewing Aaron Glenn. I'm going to find out what he has to say. All right. So Katie George, sideline reporter for the ESPN, interviewing Aaron Glenn at the end of the first half, and he just says, "Yeah, we're killing ourselves with mistakes," and that's exactly what it is. The Jets are doing Jets things. They're killing themselves with mistakes, and they got to clean up those mistakes in the second half in order to try to win this game and get off the schneid in a battle between 2-0-3 teams. Coming into this half. So we got, here's some things here. Let's force a turnover. Let's not give up first downs on third and longs on defense. Let's get a turnover. On offense, let's not try to turn the ball over because Jets are the only team in the NFL who do not have a turnover right now. Run the ball. Try to look opportunistic. Explosive plays. I have yet to see Justin Fields throw deep. I've yet to see the Jets team go deep on a passing play. And Jason Kelce looking like a cab driver in the ESPN studios. But in the meantime, I'm going to use the boys' room. So go ahead and enjoy yourself some music. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some chat. We'll do some chat in the chat. Just take some questions. If you got some questions, go ahead and ask. Or we'll just talk. We'll just talk. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Monday Night Misery here on No Credentials Required. All right, I'm back. We got a few minutes before second half kickoff, so I have been asked cordially in the chat to provide some game stats. Thanks, Jersey D. And yes, Desi has agreed. Ryan needs to give us a stats update. Okay, all right, I got you. I got you, chat. I got you, fam. All right, so here's your halftime stats. Go to the box score here. Justin Fields, 8 of 11, 54 yards. He's been sacked twice, and he's given up a fumble. For Miami, Tua Tagovailoa, 11 of 15, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Has not been sacked once. Rushing leaders, Breece Hall, 7 carries, 53 yards. He's averaging 7.6 yards per carry. And the Jets have 115 yards rushing on 16 attempts in that first half. So, and the longest is 23 yards. So, on the Miami side of the ball, the Dolphins have 42 yards rushing. Devon Achane, 6 rushes, 26 yards. Receiving, Garrett Wilson, 2 receptions, 19 yards. For Miami, Tyreek Hill, 5 receptions, 57 yards. And the only touchdown we have so far in the game, Darren Waller, 2 receptions, 18 yards, and a touchdown. For the Jets tackle leaders, Brandon Stevens has 5 tackles, 6 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, and 1 pass defense. Jordan Brooks for the Miami Dolphins has 12 total tackles and 10 solo tackles. Tyrell Dodson has 1 sack, and Rasul Douglas has a sack for the Miami Dolphins because they're actually sending secondary personnel for their rushes. So yeah, Jets needed defensively to figure something out, do some blitz packages, do something better in the first half. I'm going to tune into the Bengals-Broncos game real quick. And right now, with 4:24 remaining in the first quarter, Bengals are still up 3-0. And Evan McPherson has a 26-yard field goal in the game to put the Bengals ahead. And that's it so far. No baseball tonight because tomorrow there will be 4 wild card games that enter 3-game series. They'll be played Tuesday, Wednesday, if necessary Thursday, all in these locations. So Tuesday, 1:00 pitch start for Detroit and Cleveland. 3:00 start for San Diego and the Chicago Cubs. Boston and New York Yankees, 6:00 start. And we'll be live on No Credentials Required at 6:30 to talk about the NFL. And then at 9:00 Eastern, Cincinnati Reds, who I don't think a whole lot of people had as a playoff team, let alone a wild card team, they'll take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go to the chat real quick. Yeah, Desi. Blame a boy. Score a touchdown. But Darren Waller went to Alabama? Ain't no Darren Waller went to Alabama. Hang on. Oh, Darren Waller went to Georgia Tech. Oh, she went to the passing touchdown. Yeah, okay. I'm being asked to either boost the commentary volume or drop the break music down. I don't know what that means, Dave. This microphone, look, the volume is automatically set by StreamYard, so I don't know what to tell you. Let's see here for team stats, because we've got 2 minutes remaining until halftime's over. First downs, Jets have 12 first downs. Miami has 8. Jets are 3 of 4 on third down, 3 of 6 for Miami. But the big stat right now is Miami is 1 of 1 on fourth down, and that's the touchdown pass from Tagovailoa to Darren Waller. Total yards, Miami's up 157 to 150. Both teams have had 3 drives so far. 2 have resulted in scores for the Dolphins. Only 1 has resulted in a score for the Jets, which was the final drive of the first half for the Jets. Rushing attempt, the Jets are averaging 7.2 yards rushing per attempt on 16 rushes, and most of that's from Breece Hall. If I go to the box score real quick, Justin Fields has 30 yards rushing. Braylon Allen had 26 yards rushing before he left the game. Jets only giving up 3.5 yards per rush, which is not surprising, considering that in week 1 they had given up 53 yards total rushing to the Steelers. But my biggest worry is that the Jets will give up the ghost when it comes to rushing, because that's what happened against Buffalo. That's what happened against Tampa Bay, and didn't look good for those. They didn't win either of those games. Penalties, Jets have 5 penalties for 31 yards. Dolphins have 5 penalties for 35 yards. Biggest stats so far. I mean, possession is pretty even. 15 minutes and 13 seconds for the Dolphins. 14 minutes and 47 seconds for the Jets. However, the big stat so far, 2 turnovers. 2 fumbles lost by the Jets. 1 inside the red zone for the Jets. That was that Braylon Allen fumble that was punched out at the 1-yard line, recovered by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the one on 4th down, which caused the turnover. So, all right. So we're going to take another quick commercial break. Actually, no, we're about to start the second half. So Dolphins are kicking off to the Jets. Jets get the ball first. And we get the kickoff, which will land inside the drop zone. And here comes the Jets. And we got, is that fumble? Fumble recovered by the Jets, I hope. What is my sister watching? Or was he down? Oh, no. Right now, it's a fumble, and the Dolphins have recovered. Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, that was, or was he down? No, he wasn't. It wasn't down. Fumble by the Jets on the opening kickoff of the second half. How? Unbelievable. This team just kills themselves. Isaiah Williams with the fumble. Another fumble lost by the Jets. And it's first down for Miami in the 26-yard line of the Jets. How does this happen? How does this keep happening? Another kickoff penalty, another kickoff fumble recovery for the other team. It happened in week 1 that absolutely killed the Jets. And it's happening in week 3 on the opening kickoff of the second half. Like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. You cannot cost your team when you just got 3 points coming into halftime, and now you're in the deficit. Now you're in a 3-0 deficit, and on not only the scoreboard but also on turnovers. All right, so Miami got a run, gain of 1, second down, and they're going to run one more time. Slip on the play by the Dolphins, by Washington, and he was swallowed up by 3 Jets defenders there. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Yeah, this is going to cost your team. Playmaker saying, "What's up?" Hey, Playmaker, good to see you in the chat. congratulations to your Rams yesterday. Looks like in the other game, Broncos are driving, and they're inside their own 10. Bo Nix has just scored a rushing touchdown, so they get the dual windows going. Bo Nix with a rushing touchdown for the Broncos. They're up 6-3. Point after conversion is pending. Third down for the Dolphins. Back to pass. And first down, of course. Of course. And, that's not good. Ooh. That's not good. Well, Dolphins got the first down, but on that tackle, either Jalen Waddle's knee or ankle, or was it Tyreek Hill, got twisted up, and I just saw a picture that ankle doesn't look good. That ankle's turned this way. That does not look good. All right. And ABC's taking a timeout. I guess I'll take a timeout too. All right. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
All right, again, use promo code NOCREDS at checkout. I gotta make a commercial for that. I haven't made a commercial for that yet, and we just hopped on board as an affiliate. Actually, got the email on my birthday, so use promo code NOCREDS at checkout, and you get 15% off your order. Great snack. Jersey G ordered some from her daughter last year, and college student approved, as she says. That was Tyreek Hill who caught that last pass, and he's being carted off right now. And as much as I hate the Dolphins, as much I hate to see any player get injured in that kind of a manner. It looks like he got rolled up on. And thankfully, ESPN's not showing the replay. Nope, they are showing the replay. Awesome. Yeah, his ankle got rolled up on by Malachi Moore. And he's being carted off the field. I bet it's either an ankle. I think it's an ankle. It looks like an ankle injury. And his left leg is in an air. Yeah, he's smiling. He's smiling, but he's being carted off. You hate to see that. Hate to see that for anybody. Like even a division rival. You hate seeing that, and his legs being put in a cast. So I'm gonna gather a guess here. It's probably it's an ankle. It's a bad ankle injury. And I'm just gonna look at the chat. Look on Twitter. I was looking at the sports doc to see what he said, but 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. It's the 24-yard line. Run to the left. And first down. Yeah, this Dolphins team got all that momentum. Devon Achane with a first down run. And Miami's got all the momentum right now. And I'm trying to see from Sports Doc what he says, what kind of injury it was. I think it might have been a break. I wonder if that was a broken ankle, because that did not look good. I mean, you put it as an air cast. Ooh, yeah, his leg snapped in half. They showed a picture of it on Twitter. I'm not going to show it here. All right, first down for the Dolphins, 13-yard line. And it's a run to the left side. HN again, getting inside the 10 now. Ugh, man, that's definitely a compound fracture. And ABC showed it a second time. You can tell that's definitely a break. That's definitely a break. Yeah, I hate to see that. I hate seeing that. Again, even if it's a division rival, I hate seeing an injury like that, because his ankle just got rolled up on and must get caught in the turf. And for it to happen like that, that's not great. That's not a good look. All right, 2nd and 6 for the Dolphins, 9-yard line. Tagovailoa, touchdown. Play action. They've been on it again. That's the way you beat the Jets. And it's Darren Waller one more time. You beat they bite. They always bite on the run. And they always find a receiver open, and it's always going to be a tight end, because that's how this Jets defense is built. Yep, all went to the left side, all went to the right, and Waller was wide open. Unbelievable. This is brutal. 6 plays, 36 yards, touchdown, and point after is good. 17-3. Not great. Not great. This is what turnovers turn into. And for a team like this that's already, I hate to use this word, I hate to use this phrasing, mentally weak. This team, whenever they get down by double digits, they just melt. And we're starting to see it. I'm starting to see it in real time. So I don't have the words right now. Turnovers turn into points. That's the Jets' downfall. All right, back in a minute. All right, we're back. Oh, and Johnson's getting the ball. No, nope, nope. It's Isaiah Davis getting the kickoff and getting. Oh, nice return. It's a nice return. There's a flag. Of course, there's a flag. Jets can't get out of their own way tonight. Let me guess. Illegal block in the back. Yeah. I still feel for Tyreek Hill, though. I mean, that guy was gonna be trade bait if the Dolphins lost this game, but I don't think he's gonna play this season. Rest of the season. Oh, got false start in the Dolphins. We're gonna re-kick? Nope, first down. Oh, my sister's watching Letterkenny. Okay. Illegal formation on the Dolphins. And I think you're going to get a 5-yard penalty out of this. So it's going to be first down for the Jets. Hey, they didn't fumble. They didn't fumble the kickoff. So that's a good sign. All right, first down for the Jets, 48-yard line. Brees Hall gets the ball. He's got a run on the left side, and he's got about 4 yards in that play. Got some breaking news from Julie in the chat. We'll get to that in just a minute or two. But it's second down for the Jets inside Dolphins territory. The one thing they're doing right tonight is establishing the run. I wanted to see that. And they were doing that well, but on passing plays, they're not being effective. All right, second down 5 for the Jets, and they're going back to the run. And it's Brees Hall, and he's stopped for no gain. And Jersey D saying, Mr. Leo Kitty says hi. Hi, Mr. Leo Kitty. All right, we got third down and 5 coming up for the Jets. All right, third down and 5. For the Jets, shotgun formation. Isaiah Davis in the backfield. He's going to get the Brock, and he's going to push forward. Look at 4 yards, so it's fourth down at the 42. So what do you do here? Looks like they're going to go for. Looks like they're going to go for it. Offense is staying on the field. Offense is staying on the field. They're already 0 for 1 in this game. They got Mason Taylor at fullback, Brees Hall in the backfield, and Mason Taylor's going to go into formation here, and it's going to be a play action. Justin Fields backs up. He's got the first down. He's got the first down and more. He's got the first down and more. He keeps going. He's going. He could score. Touchdown! Touchdown, Justin Fields on a 4th and 1. 42 yards to the house. 43 yards, excuse me. Touchdown, Jets. Wow. That was a highlight film play by Justin Fields. That's the play we wanted, kind of play we wanted to see. Go to the replay. It's a play action. And he runs to the right. And he just goes back to the left and just keeps going. Gets blockers up front. Touchdown. 4 plays, 52 yards, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Extra point is good. It's 17-10. It's a new ball game, folks. It is a brand new ball game thanks to Justin Fields and that magic he just pulled off. $17-10 Dolphins, but the Jets just got an important score. They needed that. What an absolute magical play by Justin Fields. All right, Julie just broke some news in the chat, so we're going to get some breaking news going on. Let me bring out my bumper. I forgot I had it on a loop. Oh, sorry. All right. Julie just dropped some news in the chat. Bruce Bochy is out as manager of the Texas Rangers. Bob Melvin is out in San Francisco. Wow. That is some news coming out of baseball. And Rocco Baldelli, who won manager of the year in 2019, should have gone to Aaron Boone. He's out at Minnesota. So some breaking news there. In the world of baseball, we're going to have the 3 new hires next season in Major League Baseball. All right, let's flip it over to what's going on with the Denver Broncos and Cincinnati Bengals. Still 7-3, and Cincinnati is driving, sort of, although they just did not convert on a 4th down. So it's 7-3 in the second quarter. Yeah, that was exciting. Yeah, Julie saying, "Oh, I did not know about Baldelli." Yeah, that news broke this afternoon. Rocco Baldelli is out at Minnesota. Yeah, he won 2019 Manager of the Year with the Twins, and he is now no longer the manager of the Minnesota Twins. And I don't know what to tell you. So been back to the football game. That was the 4th rushing touchdown of 40 plus yards for Justin Fields in his career. 43-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 1. Brilliant play. All right, Jets kicking off and goes into the drop zone. Returnable ball by Miami. And gets to the 33 of Miami. So fresh set of downs for the Miami Dolphins there. Looks like Tyreek Hill is on his way to a local medical facility. All right. First down. Jets need a stop here. Somehow. By hook or by crook. Turnover, fumble recovery, big sack. They need a turnover. They need to do something here on defense. 9:17 remaining in the third quarter. First down for the Dolphins. And up. And incomplete. And there's a flag. Oh, come on. Let me guess. It's on the Jets. Pass interference on Sauce Gardner. What is going? Sauce Gardner, man. What happened? Did he just touch him? Did he breathe on him? He tugged his jersey slightly. These ticky-tacky calls. Ticky-tacky. Fresh set of downs for the Dolphins. 15 yards, moved up 15 yards, first down at their own 42-yard line. And Jets are killing themselves. They're shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. And another play action pass and another first down for the Dolphins. They are absolutely getting killed on defense on play action. They bite every single time on play action. No chance to stop it. They definitely Miami definitely watched game tape on this Jets defense last week, because last week the Jets were getting gashed on chunk plays by Tampa Bay on play action. They're doing it in this game, and here we go again. And they chase him out of bounds, no gain. Unbelievable. Looks like a screen that got. Looks like it was a screen that just got blown up at the line. Second down for the Dolphins. Dolphins are balanced tonight. 17 rushing attempts, 18 passing attempts. Balanced tonight. Not much in the rushing yards part, but 150 pass yards for Tua Tagovailoa on 18 pass attempts. So, second down and 9. He got a yard on that play. I'm not sure how, but he did. Second down for Dolphins. And it's a quick out. And a nice tackle. Nice tackle there by Oliver. Like Jalen Oliver, I think his name is. Jalen Oliver. 2-yard gain, though. Only a 2-yard gain there. It could have been a lot more. But a solid tackle there. Third down and 8. Only gain of 1. All right, third down. 8 to go for the Dolphins inside Jets territory at the 41-yard line. Tagovailoa back to pass. And he's running around. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's gaining yards. Oh, it's a slide. Yep, there it is. There's another penalty. Rookie. Now Yoga. Tua was sliding. Tua actually slid. Tua slid, and Maui Yoga just hit him while he's going down. You can't do that, Rook. Cannot do that. You can't. Yeah, they're going to call that. Oh, well. I don't know. But still, you can't hit a quarterback while he's sliding. You can't. Was it a soft call? I don't know. Still, you're killing yourselves with penalties, guys. Defense is shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. And now we got first down for the Dolphins inside the 20-yard line. Bounced off a tackle. Gains yardage. Yeah. Yick. Yick. Jersey G saying, oh boy, Jets might actually win today. Nope. Not this juncture. Ollie Gordon, rookie from Oklahoma State, getting the yardage there. He was key in that loss last week in Buffalo. He had some good yard. He had a good game last week. All right, 2nd and 6. Dolphins are driving because the Jets can't get out of their own way. Tagovailoa in pistol formation. Fakes the handoff. Finds a receiver. Of course he does, because the Jets bite so hard on play action. Oh, flag. This might be coming back. Let's see what the call is. Nope, I was wrong. It's holding on the Jets. Let's see what happens. Yep. Oliver got a hold. Got inside. Yeah. Inside of 5 yards. Yep. Yeah. Inside of 5 yards. Once again, killing themselves with penalties. 6 plays, 59 yards, current drive. 30 of those yards are penalty yards. 30 of those yards are penalty yards. Fakes the handoff inside. They go outside and touchdown. Yep. Excuse me. There we go.
Disappointed!
To say the least. Goodness. Yep. 7 plays, 68 yards. in 4 minutes and 3 seconds. That is the Dolphins offense that fans have wanted to see out of the Dolphins. And 30 of those yards, actually, I would say 35 of those yards were just on penalties alone by the Jets. Giving them the game. You give them the game. Unbelievable. All right, folks. Back in a second. And we're back. 24-10 Dolphins, 68-yard drive, 35 of those yards handed to the Dolphins on a silver platter by the Jets defense. A personal foul, a pass interference, defensive holding. That's how you lose games. That's how you lose games. And can we please just stop biting? Can they please just stop biting on the play actions? Please. I mean, do something to prevent getting bitten. Just stop. I mean, poor tackling again on that last play. Sauce got blocked. Poor tackling technique by Moore. And the HN just walked in. All right, Jets 25-yard line. First down. Fields on a play action. He's going to find... Is that Mason Taylor? Yep, Mason Taylor. First down. All right, in the other game, Cincinnati and Denver. Looks like Denver just scored a touchdown. Marvin Mims on an end around, and it's 14-3 in favor of the Broncos in the second quarter. All right, back to the action here with the Jets and the Dolphins. Just down 24-10, third quarter. Under 5 minutes to go. First down and 10. Fields under center. And Breece Hall gets the ball, and it's a run. He gets to midfield. And it'll be second down. Let's get a gain of 4 or 5 here. And it's second down. Jets felt bad about the ankle, says Jersey G. Yeah, I mean, everybody did. I mean, if I could listen to the broadcast, I'm pretty sure you could hear pin drops. That situation you don't joke about. You don't. celebrate over. It's not something you want to see. And again, I hate the Dolphins, but I hate seeing that. All right, second down for the Jets, 2nd and 5. Coming on 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and run to the left side, and it's a loss. Loss of about a yard for Breece Hall. So it's third down. And just because somebody has an injury doesn't mean you stop playing. I mean, you're not going to give up the game just because somebody on the other side of the ball got hurt. You keep playing. Keep playing till the whistle blows to the final gun. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Jets at the 50. 3 of 4 in the first half, 0 of 1 in the second half on third downs. As Fields goes, nope, and it's going to blow it up. Laughable at this point. Why? That wasn't. Let's see that replay. This was an RPO. The left side yeah. John Simpson just absolutely missed a block, and the play gets blown up. That's Justin Fields. That's on Justin Fields more than it was John Simpson. And I think this is the first punt of the game for the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. All right, here we go. Punt, 4th and 7. And fair catch called for the Dolphins at the 10-yard line. So, rough. Just rough. Jersey G saying, I saw the Dolphins game with the Bills, and I thought the Dolphins were trying to be Daria. The ball would pass by, then they tried to reach the catch. Yeah. It's a great show. I love Daria. Let's bring that back. All right, back in a second, folks.
This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. I guess we're back. Dolphins take over at their own 10-yard line. Third quarter, 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. First down for the Dolphins. And the Jets just jumped offside. In a night where everything could go wrong for the Jets, you get that. Jumping on offside, and Aaron Glenn's he's ready to just pack it in. Encroachment by the defense. Aaron Glenn has a look on his face just saying, why did I take this job?
Yep. His soul has just left his body. It's gone back to Detroit. All right, 1st and 5 for the Dolphins. After that 5-yard, here, silver platter. Here's some yardage. Oh, play action. Look at that. Another play action pass. Oh, wait. Oh, they going to sack him? No. And Tua throws it away. Okay. That's probably the first positive play on defense we've seen since the first half. Unreal. Yeah, that was the first. That was the first time I've seen a Jets positive play on defense since the first half. No sacks yet. No sacks, no turnovers. What I was hoping for this game, but at least they flushed Tua out of the pocket that time and caused an incompletion. So got that going for us. 2nd and 5, 15-yard line, and it's a handoff and wrapped up there. But we go with the wrap up and Stevens with the finish. So 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Dolphins at their 17-yard line. Third down and 3. Clock's running, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Dolphins are 4 of 8 on 3rd down in the game. 3 of 6 in the first half, 1 of 2 in the second half. So 3rd down and 3 at their own 17-yard line. Let's see if the Jets give away here. And it gets away from 1. Batted away. Tony Adams with the pass deflection. Jets flushed Tua out of the pocket. Hey, a positive play on defense. Everybody stayed there on their assignment in the secondary. And Tua gets flushed out of the pocket, tries to find Washington, and Adams bats it away. So maybe there's a chance. Isaiah Williams back to receive the punt from Jake Bailey on a 4th down and 3. We're approaching a minute and a half, 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Williams goes back to his own 20, takes the ball and gets upfield and lines up at about the 27-yard line, 37-yard line. So Jets need to score here. Jets need to score. Oh, and they're showing the fake spike. Of course they are. It's all right. He got his revenge 2 years later. Not that it matters because we're coming back to 2025. And 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Jets. As we see Justin Fields get play action. And, nice completion to Garrett Wilson. That's a nice little gain on play action. See, you want to see more of that from the Jets. You want to see more of that play action. And they got 1st down. It's a nice game there. See, they're doing the right things on offense. They just need to execute better, especially on the offensive line, because that last play got blown up. All right. 1st and 10 to 45 of Miami. Fields going back to pass again. And he's got a receiver. It's Mason Taylor. Inside the 20. Now they're playing hurry up. They're trying to get back to the line. Some more play action. Nice protection there from Brees and from John Beck on that play. And they had him fooled there. They're just creating space. And hey, Mason Taylor with the grab. Having a heck of a game so far. Now let's see if the Jets can get in the end zone. 18-yard line with Miami, 1st down with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. They get the play off very, very soon, and they get it off. Back to pass goes Fields, and he's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown! Is it a touchdown? No, incomplete, but it's a flag. It's pass interference, but it's go to the replay. It's a flag, but who is it on? I saw a pass interference call, but who is it on? It was a touchdown, but the pass interference penalty was on Garrett Wilson. All right. Well, that ends the third quarter. I want to see the replay. Where? What? No. I didn't see a push off. That's a weak call. Weak call. That is a horrible call. But it's the Jets. Well, of course. That's just a weak call. All right. Let's take a commercial break. Fourth quarter coming up, folks. Hopefully things turn around in the fourth quarter for the Jets. We'll be right back. All right, so the rules analyst was explaining that Garrett Wilson pushed off, and it was a weak offensive pass interference call. Anyway, 1st and 20 for the Jets as we begin the fourth quarter. Justin Fields goes back to pass, finds Breece Hall, get to the at least the original line of scrimmage, I think. And we have second down, but we have a flag because, of course, it's the Jets. You can't have a play involving the Jets unless there's a flag. They should just make They should just make they should just make a penalty flag the new logo for the Jets at this point. Let me guess. Holding, personal foul. Oh, it's a personal foul. What happened? Let me see the replay. Yep, and Aaron Glenn's making a Robert Saleh face. Great. Like, show some fight, man. You talk about fight, show some fight. Please. Really? Because he pushed the pancake. Oh, God. All right. Well, 1st and 30. All right, they're discussing. Hold on. All right, the referees were discussing something. I'm not really sure what it was. All right, 2nd and 28. Oh, Lord. 36-yard line, their own of Miami. Fields back to pass. I guess it's going to be, oh, look at that. Another penalty, I bet. And he gets tackled out of bounds and there's no call? No call. This league hates the Jets. I swear. No, nothing. Nothing. Not even. This league. This league hates the Jets. I swear. Now Breece Hall is pouting on the sideline. Look, dude? Come on, get your head in the game. All right, now we're 3rd and 24, and we're gonna get a timeout or a delay game. What is going on, guys? This is self-destruction in real time, or in my case, a 30 to 60 second delay. Gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes. Or the play clock didn't get reset. All right, so they give him new set of new play clock. Okay. All right. 3rd and 24. Jets are 3 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Field goal ain't going to do it, guys. Fields back to pass and intercepted. Or is it incomplete? No, they're letting him play. It's an interception. That's 4 turnovers. And it's Ashton Davis because, of course, it's the next Jet who's got to get the interception. Of course. No, I'll call it incomplete. Yeah, it's ball's incomplete. Okay, good call. Good call. The one good call the referees have made tonight in the Jets' favor. It's that. If it was Ashton Davis getting the interception, I was going to no, it wasn't Ashton Davis. It was Douglas. Okay, never mind. All right, well, field goal time, I guess. Nick Folk, 58 yards at the half, is a 50-yard attempt. Unbelievable. And it's good. All right, 20-13. So those of you who had the over in this game, you're about 8 points. So you're a touchdown and a field goal away from achieving the over. All right. Taking a commercial break. Back in a second.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at righteousfelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order. Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, I guess we're back. Jets kick off and Miami returns it. And out of bounds around the 26-yard line for the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside their own territory. Well, to those who've tuned in so far, thanks for tuning in. Not a whole lot of chatter since halftime. I don't think people wanted to see me get more frustrated and visibly frustrated throughout the rest of the game. I get it, but this is how it is as a Jets fan. This is how it is. Either the Jets shoot themselves in the foot constantly, or okay. So Tyreek Hill dislocated knee. They say, as Dolphins gain 8 yards rushing on first down. So Devon H.N., another bunch of yards for him. Nobody tackles. Not a whole lot of tackling or getting blown up at the line. 2nd and 2 for the Jets, or for the Dolphins, excuse me. We're under 12 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter. And ball snapped. And we got a tackle for loss. Look at that. Gang tackling. Who knew? McDonald gets to the ball carrier first. We got 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Jets, or for the Dolphins, excuse me, as we're at 12 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Oh, you can get rid of that. All right. Dolphins are 4 of 9 on 3rd down tonight, with an average of 7.4 yards to go. 3rd down and 4. Jets need to stop here. The Jets need to stop here. No penalties, please. As Tua goes back to pass, he's pressured, and he overthrows his receiver. Jets get a 3rd down. They get 3 and out. That's what they needed. They needed a 3 and out, and they got it. So hopefully this is new life for the Jets here, as we're up on 11:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 4th and 4 for the Dolphins inside their own territory. Not bad play, not bad defensive play there for the Jets. They need a 3 and out. I think this is probably the first time I've seen a 3 and out this game, or this for this Jets defense all season long. Outside the Pittsburgh game. And they're going for the punt block. Almost got it. Almost got a punt block. Why is he calling for a fair catch inside? I have a feeling Isaiah Williams is not going to be with this team, or it's going to be in the practice roster by the time this game is over. You don't call for a fair catch inside your own 5. Do you remember from Last Chance U? Remember when Isaiah Wright had that fair catch inside the 5-yard line for East Mississippi, and Buddy Stevens went absolutely crazy on him? Isaiah Williams just did the same thing. Young man, you got to let that ball bounce out of bounds. Got to do it. Hey, we got some people in the chat. Scott saying, who's coaching these guys? Dave saying he's back. Good for you. I think he was mentioning he putting his kids to bed. Yeah, Scott, Isaiah Williams, unreal. Yeah, you gotta let that ball bounce out of the end zone, man. Like, come on. Come on, my dude. If it's inside your own 5-yard line, you let it bounce out of the end zone. You get to your 20-yard line, you get a fresh set of downs, and you go from there. Now you got to drive 97 yards to have a chance to get a touchdown. Yeah, Isaiah Williams just Isaiah righted himself out of a job with the New York Jets. Either he's going back to the practice squad or he's going to be cut. He's had a fumble. He's had a fair catch inside the 5. Incredible. Incredible. Well, at least there's plenty of time left in the clock to have an 8-minute drive. Totally bone yourself out of a chance of winning the game if you score, even if you try to score a touchdown. I mean, if the Jets score a touchdown here, you're half a point from getting the over. All right, 11:24 left in the game. First down for the Jets, and it's a run, and it's a loss. Unbelievable. We're not even going to try to pass it out of the end zone. Ugh. Incredible. Thanks, Katie. I wonder if Katie George is related to Phyllis George. All right, second down at 11. And we're going to run the ball again. And we're going to get to the 5-yard line. Oh, brilliant. It's like Adam Gase calling the plays again. Run, dive. It's third down and 5. It's third down and 7 or 8. Get 3 yards on that carry. Clock's running, guys. Let's show some urgency. They're showing absolutely no urgency right now. And I bet we're going to get another run. Does this offense, does Angstrein have any faith in what Justin Fields can do? All right, third down. Oh, what a catch. Tight window, Mason Taylor, first down. Brilliant. All right, first down. There's some hope. Now they're showing some urgency. They're going no huddle. What, tight window there. Mason Taylor falls down. Forward, first down. All right. It's a run. There's Brees. There's Brees. Keep going. There you go. Okay. All right. 15-yard run, first down. Dave's saying, I bet they passed. Yeah, they did. They did. They got the first down. Mason Taylor's having a breakout game. This could be Mason Taylor's breakout game. You're seeing receiver 2 on this team, and it's Mason Taylor. Let's give him some more touches, guys. All right, first down, 30-yard line for the Jets. 9:10 remaining in this game. And Fields goes back to pass. Let's see what they do. Oh, you can't do that. Can't do that. You can't throw it like you can't have a throw like that. There's Jason Taylor, Mason's dad, wearing his gold jacket. Played for the Jets in 2010. That was the year they went. That was the last time they were in the playoffs. The Jets were. And that was when they went to the AFC Championship. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Jets. 9:01 remaining. And Fields goes back to pass. He's under pressure, and we've got stoppage in play. It's a false start. Incredible. Yep, false start. Now the offense is killing themselves with is killing their chances with penalties again. Is that Tippmann on the penalty, or is that Myers? 11 penalties for 91 yards. Yeah, they had to limit penalties in this game, and both sides of the team, both sides of the ball are just absolutely just wrecking themselves. 2nd and 15, 9:01 remaining. Fields goes back to pass after a shotgun snap, and he's going to find a receiver. It's Mason Taylor again. There's that dude. Be a 3rd and 5. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 5. And the clock's running. Nice release there by Mason Taylor. And great catch inside that space. It's 3rd and 5. Crucial 3rd down for the Jets. Mason Taylor's career at LSU, 129 receptions, 1,308 yards. Both records for tight ends at LSU. 7 targets, 5 receptions, 65 yards. Let's get him in the end zone. Let's reward that effort with getting in the end zone. 3rd and 5 for the Jets. Clock's running. As Fields goes back to pat. No, there's a flag. And we're probably going to get a holding call. Incredible. Joe Tip. Oh, wait, hang on a second. We could get a illegal hands to the face. Joe Tippmann's helmet came off. Nope. It was a penalty on Josh Myers. 12th penalty of the night. And meanwhile, there's an illegal hands to the face right there. And no call at all. Jets are getting no calls whatsoever. Or they're getting boned on calls. This is incredible. All right, here we go. 3rd and 15. Jets are 4 of 8 in the game on 3rd down. They need 15 yards here to have a sniff at winning this game. Fields goes back to pass, finds a safety valve in Garrett Wilson, and they get stopped at their own 30. That's going to be well short of a 1st down. Absolutely ridiculous. They needed that. They needed that drive. They needed that offensive drive, and can't convert. Only 5 yards on that pass. Yeah, got 4th down. The Jets are going to punt. Austin McNamara. He's got a good leg. Let's see if he can drive back the Dolphins, or try to draw a penalty on a roughing the kicker. I guess that won't happen. All right, Jets get it inside the 25 or inside the 30. Dave is asking, who was quarterback in 2010? That was. I don't want to answer because I know what you're going to do, Dave. I'm not going to answer. I'm sorry, I'm not playing that game. I'll block you. We got emojis here from Jersey G. And Dolphins take over with 7:02 remaining in the game. Story of the night for the Jets. 3 turnovers given away. 12 penalties. Unacceptable. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins, 26-yard line. We're getting a handoff, going to the left side. And what should have been stopped. That should have been a tackle for a loss. But A-Chan manages to break tackles. There's 1 broken tackle. There's 2 broken tackles, 3, 4, possibly almost 4. That was almost a big game. That was almost the game. That was almost the game breaker for the Dolphins. That could have been game if Sherwood didn't grab him. Devon Achane, 14 rushes, 72 yards, 1 touchdown, 5.1 average. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. This is grind the clock down time, and there's a big run. And yeah, this game's pretty much, they're just killing each other. They're just killing the clock. They're grinding down the clock. Oh, hello. Sorry, cheerleader. Yeah, they're grinding down the clock. And look, another missed tackle. Another missed tackle by Tony Adams. Sauce trying to punch the ball out. And instead, Achane's just dragging him for 2 more yards. At least Sauce wrapped him up there. 5:40 remaining. Dolphins are driving. 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Achane gets the ball again. Fumble! And it's recovered by the Dolphins. Oh, wait. Hang on. Nope. Recovered by the Dolphins. Because, of course, Quinnen Williams causes the strip, and a Dolphin falls on it because there's no Jets to be found. There's no Jets to be found within the vicinity of a football if it goes to the ground. Just their luck. At least Quinnen's not giving up. 2nd and 7. Clock is running, though. Clock is running. And it's Tagovailoa. Jets biting again. Play action. Gets to the tight end because they don't cover tight ends. There's your 1st down. Clock's still running. Clock is still running. Yep. There's the linebackers. They're going towards they're biting hard on the run. That's how you destroy the Jets on defense. You play action, you go on play action, they bite on the run, they don't stay disciplined, and the other team gets, and the opponent gets chunk yardage. 18-yard line, 1st down for the Dolphins. Just end it right here, Dolphins, please. You need just end it right here. Oh, Michael Clemens with a tackle for loss. Wow. That's one player who's been off the scoreboard for the penalties for the Jets this season, or for this in this game. Michael Clemens. However, the rest of the team can't say the same. Just take their first time out. Why is the clock still running? Okay, they reset the clock to 3:49. Okay. Unbelievable. Hello, Goofy. How's it feel to be a Jets fan? William, are you a Dolphins fan? Why you call me Goofy? Not Goofy. And also, why are you yelling in the chat? 3:49 remaining in the game. Dolphins are driving 18 and a half yard line. And it's 2nd down and 10. Because Jets got stop on. And we got a timeout. Dolphins take a timeout? They did. Okay, Dolphins took a timeout. You know what? I'll do the same thing. Back in a second.
This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order.
Well, it appears the Dolphins ran a play while we were in timeout, and there's a flag on the play. I'm going to take a guess it's on the Jets. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 12 men on the field. I bet. Hang on, waiting for the call. All right, they're discussing there was an illegal man downfield. Now, Aaron Glenn is basically trying to convince that there was an illegal man downfield, but he's getting the cold shoulder from the referee. So 3rd and 10 for the Dolphins. 3:47 remaining in the game. Pistol formation, and the Jets get a stop on the run. All right, so Dolphins kick a field goal here. It's 27-13, and I reckon it'll be 2 minutes and 58 seconds left if they kick a field goal. Are the Jets being happy, or is the NFL still Jets being naughty? Or the NFL still flag happy? No, there was no flag on the play. There was originally a flag thrown for illegal man downfield on the Dolphins, but there was no illegal man downfield for the Dolphins, so it resulted in a 3rd down. All right, so the Dolphins are going for a field goal. Just took a timeout. So they have one timeout with 3:36 remaining, and Riley Patterson's coming out for a field goal. So the Jets need a miracle at this point if they're going to win this game. And 36-yard attempt, and field goal is good. 27-13 in favor of the Dolphins. 3:33 remaining. So Jets got to show some urgency on offense. For the next 3 minutes and change. They have to score within 2 minutes to even have a shot. I mean, they have to score a touchdown. Touchdown is needed here. Score a touchdown, get the onside kick. They can still win this game, or at least they can tie it. They can tie the game with 2 touchdowns. So right now, 3:33 remaining. Dolphins are up 27-13. So Jets are down 2 scores. Jets need a touchdown, onside kick, and another touchdown, and then can tie the score. Which would indicate, and if they would go on to win the game, it would be another Monday Night Miracle. But 25 years ain't that's not going to happen. All right. Dolphins kick off. And Jets going to return the ball. Isaiah Davis with a nice return. Ooh, almost breaks free. Almost breaks free there. And they're at the 39, their own 39-yard lines. That's where they will start. And ESPN showing the carousel of cavalcade of quarterbacks that have come through the Jets. Have come to the Jets system in the last decade or so. And they've had 2 different quarterbacks in the first 3 weeks. Well, the concussions do that. All right, 3:26 remaining in the game. First down for the Jets at their own 39-yard line. Got to get some urgency here. Need to be urgent here. Get some completions. No huddle. You got a 2-minute warning, so you got at least 2 timeouts here. And Fields goes back to pass. Finds Breece Hall. And gets an 8-yard gain. They're going back to the line. 3:17 remaining, and the clock is running. They have a timeout in their disposal, and they have the 2-minute warning. So, 2nd and 2 from the 47-yard line as Fields goes back to pass. He's getting chased out of the pocket. He's got a first down at the 49-yard line of the Dolphins. So, clock is still running. Just got a first down and a fresh set of downs here. And the clock is still running, about 2:45 remaining in the game at Miami's 49-yard line. So first down for Fields and the Jets from the 49. Fields goes back to pass. Being chased out, flushed out. He's got a deep man open. Oh, deflected away. That's deflected away by Douglas initially Fields had a receiver open, and that might have been Josh Reynolds, but Douglas deflected the ball away. It actually broke away from Mason Taylor. He was covering Taylor. He saw the ball being thrown in Josh Reynolds' direction and knocked the ball away. And there was a pick. If it was an interception, that would have been the game right there. 2nd down and 10 for the Jets at the Miami 49-yard line, 2:33 remaining in the game. Shotgun snap to Fields, goes back to pass, and he finds a receiver that is Isaiah Davis, and he gets to the 35-yard line. Clock's running. They have the 2-minute warning, so they get one more play. Then they get to the 2-minute warning, so 2:15 remaining, clock is ticking. They just reset the play clock, and Fields goes back to pass on 1st and 10 from the 35 of Miami. Finds a man over the middle. It's Mason Taylor. He's going to break free. Oh, no, that was Jeremy Ruckert. And he gets to the 18. And the Jets are disputing that Ruckert got hit late after he hit the ground. And Aaron Glenn is coming out to the referees and giving him the business, as well he should. So Ruckert that should be a penalty. Yep, and as usual, no call. Because it's the Jets. Man, my goodness. Spencer asking what in the world is going on. Well, it's a 2-minute drill for the Jets. They're inside the 20 of the Dolphins. They just went to the 2-minute warning. And they have a timeout remaining. He's saying Monday Night Meltdown. Oh, maybe for me. Maybe for me. But, hey, look, just happy that you're here with me. Just happy that the chat's active. Except for this guy named William Sprague. He just called me Goofy. I don't know what fan he is, but probably just wanted to tell me something. All right, quick commercial break. Back in a second. I'll just play some music. All right, we're back. We are back from the game. For the other score of the game, 21-0 Broncos, and they just started the third quarter a few minutes ago. So Broncos are beating up on the Bengals. As we suspected, they are not the same team without Joe Burrow. All right, 2 minutes remaining in the game. Jets are driving the 23-yard line of the Miami Dolphins, as we are getting set for the first play after the 2-minute warning. Fields goes back to pass. Got a receiver, but it's knocked away. Had Josh Reynolds got knocked away, and we're going to 2nd down with 1 minute, 56 seconds remaining. Fitzpatrick there, Micah Fitzpatrick on the coverage of Josh Reynolds. And let's see what happened here. They had no receivers in the middle of the field, so have some things to work on in this next week. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Jets. Miami is blocked. They got men in the box in the line. Fields goes back to pass. Might have a receiver. It's caught, but I think he's out of bounds. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson just mossed a defender. And it's a touchdown. That is an amazing play he just totally mossed Douglas there. I think that might be a catch, but they go up for booth review. But if it stands, that's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Because his right foot didn't hit the white paint until he came down with the ball. So they're going to booth review. No, that's a touchdown. That's call stands. So no booth review. Now the Jets are going for 2 to make it a 6-point game. So if they convert the 2-point it's a 2-point conversion. I don't know why they're going for 2. They can just kick the extra point and go for the onside kick and go try to get it again. They're going for 2. And it's a handoff. No, it's a keeper. Justin Fields with the conversion. It's 27-21 with 1:49 remaining. Might have a chance, folks. So Spencer is asking in the chat, holy smokes, Tyreek Hill killed his knee, torn ligaments and stuff. The official diagnosis right now is a dislocated knee. So I think, and this is speaking from somebody who has dislocated his knee, and I can tell you it's not fun. I actually put it back into place, and I got bone bruise. I got bone bruise from that, and yeah, it's not fun. Bone bruises are not great. All right. So we got 1:49 remaining. Dave was saying review time. Yeah, I thought it was going to be reviewed too, but it was definitely a touchdown pass. And the Jets can go for an onside kick. New rules state that you can, with the kickoff rules, you can elect to go for an onside kick. And Garrett Wilson is jaw-jacking, not jaw-jacking, but he's saying to Aaron Glenn, get me the ball. Get me the ball. And Aaron Glenn is giving him all the love in the world. All right, folks, onside kick time. With 1:49 remaining, let's see what happens. And it lands in the hands of a Dolphin. All right. Well, 1:49 remaining. Jets have 1 timeout. And all the Dolphins need to do, and it's Darren Waller, who's been killing the Jets all night long, who recovers the onside kick. I mean, it wasn't a bad attempt. It just happened to wind up in Waller's hands. So all the Dolphins need is 1, maybe 2 first downs here, and game's over. So first down, Jets need a turnover here, and they stuff the run. They stuff Achane at the line, so they take their last time out of the game with 1:44 remaining. So upcoming schedule for the Jets: Cowboys, then Broncos in London, Panthers, at Bengals, and then a bye in week 9. What will the Jets record be on week 9? Hopefully they have at least they've 1 win. They just need to get a win. Hopefully they can get a miracle, another Monday night miracle here. They need a turnover here. Absolutely need a turnover here to have any chance of winning this game, because they have no timeouts left. And the Dolphins just need to run the ball a couple more times, get a first down, and it's over. So the Jets absolutely need to turn the ball over here. They've been unlucky with fumbles. This is the time to get a fumble. So second down, Dolphins run, and they get a couple of yards. The clock just keeps running. And it'll probably be a minute before another snap happens. Aaron Glenn looking focused. And by focused, I mean absolutely want to go back to the locker room. Garrett Wilson's still hyped, though. He wants the ball. All right, we're 1:10 remaining, so the third down, with third down probably snapped at the 59-second mark. So it's 3rd and 7. And it's a handoff. And they're stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. So what do you do with the Dolphins? Do you kick a field goal? Do you do you just punt the ball and just try to pin the Jets deep, knowing that there'll probably be about 12 seconds left in the clock when they get the ball back. So 30 seconds left. The clock is running. Jets can't stop the clock. And it's a 4th and 10. And I reckon they'll take a timeout with 13 seconds remaining, which they do. So one of two things. So Miami's going to punt, I think. And if that's the case, I think the Jets are going to send everyone. Jets are sending everyone on a punt block. Although the alternative is the Dolphins just down it and the game is over. But they're sending their punt team out. So I reckon the Jets are going to send everyone on punt block coverage because looks like they have one guy back, but they're going to send the house. So here we go. 13 seconds remaining. 45-yard line of the Jets. And they're sending everyone, and they don't get them. And Miami, the Jets going to they got to bounce. 3 seconds remaining at the 1-yard line. They got a Bailey got a bounce. Gotta give him credit there. It's a good job by the punt team, especially by Bailey. All right, 99 yards, 2 seconds left. Right now, as it stands, this game is over. But we've seen stranger things happen on Monday Night Football with a team backed up to their 1-yard line. I'm gonna love to remember Tony Dorsett ripping off a 99-yard run against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night. Well, here we go. 2 seconds remaining. 1-yard line. Dolphins have everybody back. They're expecting a lateral. And here we go. Garrett Wilson running around. Laterals it back. Mason Ruckert. Oh, we got a penalty flag. Oh, hold on. Penalty flag on the play. And we got a dust up with zeros left in the clock. If this is a defensive penalty, Jets get one more untimed down. But every indication looks like it's going to be against the Jets. And it is. So I reckon it's a legal forward pass. And the game is over. Well, Mike McDaniel gets to save his job. The Jets are 0-4 once again. I know you can't end an offensive penalty. I was looking. I thought it would be a defensive penalty because the Jets would get one more untimed down. And now you see a pissed off Sauce Gardner go back to the locker room. All right, we're going to wrap things up in just a minute, folks. So I'll have my postmortem. We'll end the stream. Jets lose 27-21. Thanks to everyone who stopped by, whether on Twitter or on YouTube, except for that one guy calling me goofy. I put him in timeout. I'm not going to deal with that nonsense. And Tyrod saying the prayer. Yep. So, all right. Postmortem. Back in a minute. Thanks for tuning in. So, give me just a minute. We'll be back and we'll wrap things up here.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. This episode of No Credentials Required is brought to you by Invader Coffee. For the coffee lover who wants good, quality coffee with no bullshit and no filler, Invader Coffee is an ultra-premium, veteran-owned coffee company proudly delivering only the best coffee your hard-earned money can buy. They aim to only serve the highest quality, organic, air-roasted coffee beans sourced from free trade farms all over the world. They keep things simple. The best coffee at an affordable price in order to provide you with the value you deserve for your morning boost. 100% fair trade, 100% organic coffee beans, 100% air roasted, 100% money back guarantee. Visit invadercoffee.com, enter promo code BELLYUP at checkout, and receive 15% off your order.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
All right, y'all. Okay, Jersey Jets, enough out of you. Give me the business. All right. Well, let's wrap things up. This was typical Jets football right now. Typical Jets football in that they killed any chances of winning with penalties. They gave away the football. They handed the Dolphins offense yardage on a silver platter on defense between I don't know what you call that for pass. That's pass interference on sauce. That weird. Okay. No, I'm sorry. That was definitely a roughing the pass, the personal foul. My brothers were chatting with each other. My brother Jeremy saying that on the hit by Maui Goa, saying that was BS. He waited until the linebacker was leaning forward until he slid. Yeah, that was on two of that, and that 15-yard penalty. Yeah, that 68-yard drive. The Jets handed the Dolphins 35 yards of penalty yards, and that's how they won the game. That's how they won the game. At that point, the Jets were within 7 after that magical Justin Fields touchdown. Absolutely just incredible touchdown by him. And the defense couldn't hold. They did hold, but they held in the wrong fashion. They just said they gave away the game. They gave away the game. And I know Aaron Glenn said in this press conference, this opening press conference, we aren't going to be the same old Jets. Right now, we're looking at the same old Jets. I really wanted this win for them. Because this has gone on long enough. And unfortunately for the Jets, it's just another loss. It's another painful loss for their fans, for their fan base, for us as fans. And it's more low-hanging fruit for the rest of the nation to go, LOL Jets, point and laugh. Point and laugh at the Jets because they're there, because they're the Jets. But that's the way it goes right now. It's the way it is right now. And as I mentioned on Snowman in the Morning this year, I don't know what kind of year this is. Is this an evaluation year? Is this a rebuild? Is this a reset? Is this a retool? And I hate to say this, but right now it's a rebuild. It's a rebuild once again because we've got players on this team who are sloppy. They're just sloppy. They're undisciplined and sloppy. They don't on defense. They don't tackle. They give away yards and penalties. On offense, same thing. All Although that Garrett Wilson touchdown, that first touchdown that was called back for pass interference, that was ticky-tacky. And the way that the ESPN rules analysts try to explain it was, he pushed off just enough to get separation from the cornerback. No, I'm sorry. I sound homerish. I'm not. That was ticky-tacky. And the NFL, man, I said the Jets are 13 penalties for 101 yards. Absolutely just giving away the game. 4 and 3 turnovers, almost four on that one of those passes by Fields that, bounced off the ground. But here we are once again. 0-4 to start the season. And next week they got the Cowboys. And at this rate, the Cowboys are going to light up the Jets. Let's be honest. The Cowboys are absolutely going to light up the Jets off on defense because I don't know what it is. There just seems to be no accountability on the defensive side of the ball. We saw Breece Hall just kind of pouting on the sideline. He's got no touchdowns this year. I don't think he's had a touchdown this year at all. And they got behind enough where they deviated from the original game plan was just to run the ball. And they did an effective job running the ball. They just didn't do it enough. So let's look at the stats before we get out of here. Justin Fields, 20-27, 226 yards and a touchdown. Rushing wise, Justin Fields and Breece Hall had 81 yards each. Jets had 197 yards rushing. They had over 400 yards for the game. I'm sorry, they had 394. No. They had 404 yards of offense in this game. They couldn't put it together. Garrett Wilson, 6 receptions, 82 yards. Mason Taylor, 5 receptions, 65 yards. Mason Taylor's the second receiver on this team. He's wide receiver 2 by default, even though he plays tight end. He's that guy. No sacks for the Jets for the second consecutive game. Got shut out of sacks, out of the sack category. On the other side of the ball, Tua Tagovailoa, 17-25, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. They both went to Darren Waller. Miami rushing, Devon Achane, 20 rushes, 99 yards and a touchdown. Receiving wise, Tyreek Hill, before he exited the game, had 6 receptions, 67 yards, no touchdowns. Miami had 5. They had 2 fumbles. They had 5 fumbles in this game. I'm sorry, 2 fumbles in this game on offense. Both recovered by them. And the Jets give away 3 fumbles. Justin Fields had 1 on that 4th down play. Braylon Allen on the first drive got the ball punched out. And Isaiah Williams to start the second half. Yeah. That was the game. That was the game right there. Isaiah Williams, that fumble to start the second half. Can't give away the game like that. Dustin coming in. Thought the Jets would get home at least once. Yeah, me too. No sacks surprises me. Yeah, it's two games in a row with no sacks. They at least got to Josh Allen once against Buffalo. They got to him once. They got to Aaron Rodgers 4 times. They haven't gotten a sack since that Buffalo game. The third that was when the game was already decided. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Who knows if the Jets are gonna? Who knows if my co-host for Just Endure the Suffering is gonna be back next week? We'll see. I'll talk to him. I'm pretty sure I'll get a text tomorrow morning saying I'm done, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna end things here, folks. I gotta do a recording for a local radio station, which is gonna happen. I gotta actually go to the bathroom first, then I gotta record with friend of the show, Tom Gizlowski. I don't know if that recording will be on tomorrow's show or on Wednesday's show, but we'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern for the OG edition of No Credentials Required. We'll talk about all of the rest of week 4 of the NFL, myself and my co-host Dustin. Programming note also, we're going to pre-record Saturday's show Wednesday because I got something going on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to actually be at a wedding, so I'll be there doing that. But I'm going to get out of here. So for all of you who join on Twitter, all of you who joined on YouTube, except for that one guy who called me goofy, thank you for joining me. Appreciate you on Monday Night Misery. You have seen the ebbs and flows of what it's like to be a Jets fan, and firsthand. So I'm pretty sure somebody on the internet will try to clip some stuff from this and make it viral. And that person will probably be me. But in the meantime, thanks, folks. Appreciate you joining me, and we'll be back with the OG show tomorrow night at 6:30. In the meantime, have a great night. Get some sleep. Back tomorrow. Take care, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.